We all have access to the power of God within us. We all have the ability to tap into this infinite amount of source energy, this infinite amount of creation all around us, but it's also within us. And the world, especially now, is trying to distract us, pull us in different directions with our consumerism, with our phones, our social media. All of these are distractions, our busy schedules, trying to be everywhere. They're keeping our mind very engaged and pulling us off center. What do I mean by center? When we are aligned to the God energy above and we are rooted in our safety, in our truth, and we are held by the earth, we form this energetic column that plugs us into the consciousness, plugs us into the Christ consciousness, plugs us into the earth, and it gives us that stability to then go within our heart and live from our inner truth. So, what does this feel like? We're going to do an exercise in a minute. Just um, if we are created, if we are born perfectly divine, just absolutely perfect. God does not make mistakes. So we come into this life with this perfect creation and we get to make choices. And with choices, always have consequences. And so we come in perfect and say we make the choice to be on our phone all day. Instead of coming in as to be perfectly aligned, we're going to be redirected and there's going to be an offshoot of our energy um, that goes into our phone, whatever the energy in that we are looking at, that can be imprinted on us. Or people we choose to surround ourselves with. We give them some of our energy, they give us some of their energy. And throughout the day, things are constantly wanting to pull us out of our true alignment. And we always have the ability to come back to our alignment. And when I say alignment, to our truth, to our center, to our true north, to remembering who we are, to innately know what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what gives us energy versus what takes away our energy. All of those things are the differences of how you can feel being aligned or being out of alignment. And so to be aligned is something I do very visually. I'm a very visual person. Some people might feel it, sense it, even just know it. But a practice I like to do, and if you'd like to join me, I invite you to do so. But it's to close your eyes and sink into your breath. Now, our mind is going to want something to do because our mind has been trained to be very active. And so we're going to allow the mind to follow my voice. Concentrate on my voice. And if you can't see what I am describing, see if you can feel it or sense it or know it. And with every breath, you're breathing energy into your chest. And maybe your chest starts to feel warm. Maybe you notice the breath. Maybe you can follow the breath. Bringing that connection of the outside to the inside, remembering that gift of life in your heart, feeling your lungs expand and feeling the warmth in your chest. Now imagine from the crown of your head, you have this beautiful funnel. And this beautiful funnel is opening up to allow this God energy, this infinite energy to pour in, pour in, pour in. And maybe to you, it looks like this energy is coming from the sun. It's going through our sun to beyond the sun, the great central sun, the Christ consciousness, the everything, the all is, the everlasting. And maybe that energy looks glistening. Maybe it's a bright light. Maybe you feel it as this knowing presence that reminds you of home, of this inner calm, of this remembrance of who you are. And you're allowing that glistening light, this pure energy to pour into that funnel. And as it comes into the funnel through the crown of your head, it is blessing your entire body and being. It is trickling into you through all of your cells, through your nervous system, all your organs, all of your systems. And it's especially concentrated along your spinal column, your energetic column. And it's pouring in and it's swirling down your spine, tracing your spine. As it travels down your spine, follow it down, 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 out through the root of your spine, and allow yourself to feel the everlasting support of the earth. You connect with the earth and you allow your body to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth. You are plugged in to the earth as well. And so feeling your energy being plugged into the earth, you follow it back up your spinal column, calling in that earth energy up, up, up. And in your heart meets this beautiful combination of the energy above and the energy below and the energy within. And your heart gets to hold it all. This is your center. This is your true north. This is coming back to being aligned. And receive a breath and breathe all that into your heart. And maybe you notice that you feel different. Maybe you have a little bit more energy. Maybe you can tap into your intuition a little easier to make your own decisions of what you want, what feels right, what to do next. This is where we can find our intuition the easiest, is to be aligned, not by what the outside world is telling us, but to come back to you, your inner truth, your inner alignment. And so if you feel scattered, if you feel you've lost your direction, come back to this exercise and drop into your heart and ask your inner wisdom for your truth. Hope this finds you in your alignment. Until next time.